Steve Jobs, co-founder and CEO of Apple Computers, manufacturer of iPhone, once said, "A lot of companies have chosen to downsize, and maybe that was the right thing for them. We choose our different path, and our belief was that if we kept putting great products in front of customers, they would continue to open their wallets." So, hello friends, this is your facilitator Deepti Verma, and I'm going to tell you today about product life cycle. So, everyone on this earth has a well defined life cycle. All human beings take birth, educate themselves, grow, and then become old and one day dies. This is the life cycle of human. And the same way, every product has a life cycle, and it is known as product life cycle. So the course of product sales and profit over its lifetime is called product life cycle. It shows the stages that products go through the development to withdrawal from the market. And every product has a different life cycle. Product life cycle also determine what is the revenue earned by a particular company. It contributes to the strategic marketing planning. It helps to identify when a product needs support, redesigning, re-innovating, and when it should be withdrawn from the market. So this is a product life cycle. On x-axis, the life cycle stage and time has been given, and on y-axis, sales and profit has been given. So the first, the product, the need is identified, then the product is developed, then the product passes to the introductory phase, then growth phase, maturity phase, and decline phase. And we can see the profit as well as the sales curve over there. So the product life cycle is an attempt to recognize different stages in the sales history of a product. And from its birth to death, a product exists in different stages and in different competitive environment, which is reflected in the terms of profit. So it is the adjustment to the environment which determine to great extent how successful a product life cycle will be. So product life cycle concept is based on four premises. The first is products have limited life. The second is profits from a product vary at different stages in the life cycle. The next is product sales passes through different stages, each with a different marketing implication. And the next is the last one, it requires different strategies at different life cycle stages. So the first phase is introduction phase. Here the seller tries to stimulate the demand by means of various promotional campaign in order to increase the public awareness. It tells, the seller tells how the product is used, what are the features, advantages, benefit of the product. The sales are low at this particular stage and the profit are below the line because the costs are greater than the amount of money you make. So you have negative profit and need to spend a lot on promotion activities. So introduction phase marks what the launch of a particular product, and in this particular phase operational costs are very high. The strategies which are used are either penetrating marketing strategy or skimming marketing strategies. So, and the organizations or the seller must have sufficient resources to withstand the initial losses and heavy promotion cost, because incremental selling efforts at this stage is highest and it is needed the most. Then we have growth stage, the second stage. A lot is sold earlier, so the seller tries to sell as much as possible. In this particular stage, other competitor companies watch and decide about joining in with the competitor product. So it is, we all have heard that success breed imitation. So this is after the introductory phase when the product is successful. So it imitates, so the competitor imitates the product. So growth will continue until too many competitors in the market and the market is saturated. And at the end of growth stage, profits start to decline when competition means you have to spend more money on promotion to keep the sales going. So spending money on promotion cuts into your profits. So in growth stage, the seller improves quality and add more features. It adds more models and variants. It tries to enter new market segments. It increases the distribution coverage, adds new channel of distribution, shift communication from the awareness stage to the preference building, and economies of scale enable it to lower prices to attract the next level of price conscious buyers. Next, the third stage is the maturity stage. So in this particular stage, many competitors have joined the market and the market has become saturated. And the only way to sell is to bring to the lower price, and profits also decreases. And it is very difficult to tell the difference between the products since most have the same features, benefits, and advantages. The competition gets nasty and the commercials are intense. And persuasive promotion becomes more important during this stage. That is to say, you have the commercial almost begging the customers to still buy your product because you still make it just as good as previous. In this particular stage, price wars are very inevitable. Scramble for market share and survival of fittest is the motto here. Market modification, product modification, marketing mix modification can extend the maturity stage and convert the non-users into new users. Then the last stage is the decline stage. Now newer products are now more attractive. Even a low price does not make customers to want to buy the old product. Profit margin declines, and so the only way to make money is to sell high volume. And to increase the volume, you increase the number of customers, that is you get the new customers. Increase the amount of customer usages, it means the increase the frequency of usages and convert non-users into the users of a particular product in order to increase the number of customers. Strategies is either you withdraw the product, either rationalization or revitalization of product, harvesting whatever is possible, divesting the product, or streamlining the product assortment. Now this is the product life cycle stage of Maruti 800. So introductory phase was from 1983 to 1986. Growth phase was on from 1987 to 1996. Maturity phase was on 1997 to 2000, and decline phase we can say after 2003 it entered into decline stage. So in introductory stage it was the cheapest car in the market, and there was a huge gap in the demand and supply. In growth stage, it ensured about the people expectations and matched with their promises. The profits was increased, and there wasn't any competition in because it was the cheapest car. Approx in 1999, it touched the sale of 2 lakhs, and this was the time when there was a reposition in the Maruti products, and competitors was also there like General Motors, Ford, and Tata entered the market. And after 2003, Maruti faced serious competition from i10 Spark, and there was a drastic decline in the sales. Now, how to extend the product life cycle? To prevent the product going into the decline, you should modify the market. Like first is market modification. Like you may look for new customers by changing the product so it has new users and then new customers. Or you can modify the product, that is product modification, adding new features, variations, model variety will change the consumer reaction, create more demand, therefore you attract more users. Now the 4 introductory marketing strategies. So the first is when the promotion is high and price is also high, the company is following a rapid skimming policy. When the promotion is low but the price is high, it is slow skimming strategies. When the price is high, when the promotion is high and the price is low, it means rapid penetration policy. And when the price is low and promotion is also low, it means slow penetration strategies. Now, what is the meaning of penetration pricing and skimming pricing? So, in penetration pricing, the companies reduces the price of a product and bring it lower to the competitor's product so that it can acquire the new product and gain the market share. While the skimming prices says the organization sets an initial high price and then slowly lowers the price to make the product available to the wider market, and the objective is to skim profit of the market layer by layer. So marketing strategies for growth stage: improve product quality, add new features and improved styling, add new models, product of different sizes, flavors, enter new market segment, increase distribution coverage, shift from product awareness advertising to product preference advertising, lower price to attract the next layer of price sensitive buyers. Then marketing strategies for maturity stage. So three potentially useful ways to change the course for a brand are market, product and marketing program modification. The first is market modification, that is sales volume. Increase the sales volume by increasing the number of brand users, expand the number of brand users, convert non-users, enter new market segments and attract the competitors' customers. Then is increase the usage rate among the users, that is increase the amount of frequency. Have consumers use the product on more occasions. Have customers use more of the product on each occasions. Have consumers use the product in new ways. Then is the product modification, that is trying to stimulate sales by modifying the product characteristics. Quality improvement aims at increasing the product functional performance. Then is feature improvement, that is aim at adding new features. Then style improvement aim as increasing the product aesthetic appeal. Then in decline state, either the company should increase investment, resolve uncertainties, selective niche strategy should be used, harvesting, divesting strategy should be used, or to establish a system for identifying weak product, and some firm abundant declining markets earlier than the others. So examples of products in various stages of product life cycle. So you can see here iris based personal identity cards is in introductory phase. You can say smart card in growth stage, or credit card can be in maturity stage. Handwritten letters have become obsolete only. Typewriters is in decline state. Another example, like we can say virtual reality, electric cars, introductory phase. And growth phase, we can say digital cameras, we can say it are in growth phase. Then calculator, refrigerator in maturity phase. Black and white television have become obsolete, or we can say it is in decline phase. When the product is in introductory stage, we can say it has a monopoly in the market. When it is in growth stage, we can say it is having monopolistic competition. When it is in maturity phase, we can say it is having oligopoly competition. And when it is in decline phase, we can say it is facing pure competition. Now the relationship between product life cycle and customer adoption process. So we can see here the customer adoption process. 2.5% contributes to the innovators, 13.5% contributes to the early adopters, 34% contributes to the early majority, 34% contributes to the late majority, and 16% contributes to the laggard category. So who are innovators? That is the first on the block buyers. They are typically younger in age and enjoy taking risk with product, and very few in numbers. Then we have early adopters. These wait for the initial purchases to happen. Product reviewers, they enjoy novelty, higher income, youth educated, they are the opinion leaders. Then we have maturity, senior in age, mixed level of education, don't like to take too much risk. They build the sales volume and the competitors enters the market when these comes in. They are the careful buyers and the choosers. And the last category is the laggard. They avoid changes. They rely on the existing product until it outgrows completely, forms the last small section, and they don't need too much advertisement and communication. So we can see over here the stage 1 innovators, then stage 2 early adopters, stage 3 early majority, stage 4 late majority, and the stage 5 is laggard. Now the PLC and the shapes. Product life cycle has different shapes, that is of style, fashion and fade. So style is a manner in which a product is presented and certain styles come and go. So the current style for mobile phone is touch screen, and this style will last until a new technology style appear. So the shape of style product life cycle is like a wave. One style fades out, another appears. Then is the fashion stage. Fashion is a current trend or a popular style in a particular field. A fashion can have long or short product life cycle. Certain clothing fashion lasts for a short period of time. The product life cycle will decline very rapidly, while others will decline slowly or even turn into what is known as timeless classic product life cycle. Then we have fade is a product that is around for a short period and is generated by a hype. As you can see, for a fade product, sales peaks very quickly as this product has a very short life cycle. Sometimes a product may follow standard product life cycle but have one stage of the product life cycle which has a fade type, unusually high peaks in the sales. Now these are the marketing strategies in the PLC. So introductory stage where the marketing objectives are to create product awareness and trials. In growth stage, the marketing objective is to gain the market share and create strong positions. In maturity stage, defend market share and create profit. And in decline stage, reduce expenses. Now in introductory stage, the product strategies offer basic products. In growth stage, offer product extension, build service differentiation. In maturity stage, diversify product items and models, and in decline stage, phase out weak products. Now in terms of price, in introductory phase, charge cost plus pricing. Growth phase, charge penetration pricing or promotional deals. Then in maturity stage, match pricing to the strong competitors, and in decline stage, cut prices. So in introductory stage, advertisement and communication is based on awareness. In growth stage, persuasion. In maturity stage, it is more of reminder, and in decline stage also it is more of reminder. Then in terms of pricing, in introductory phase, build selective distributions. In growth stage, build intensive distribution. In maturity stage, build more intensive distribution, and in decline stage, go selective. So understanding product life cycle consideration in marketing strategy. So one, the seller must understand that profit have a predictable pattern in the early stages and focus is on product information, while in later stages focus is on brand promotion. Use market segmentation in maturity stage to maintain strong core customer bases. Length of product life cycle. So product move through different cycles at different speeds. Sometimes introduction is very long or very short depending on how easy it is for public to understand the features, attributes and the benefits. Not all products follow the same pattern. So life cycles length. Some products move very fast because they are new and have no competition. So the introductory stage is short and they go directly to the growth stage because of the technology and globalization. The introduction stage is getting very short. Some cycles more quickly to maturity, then have many product modifications. So decline stage drags on and on. Speed of product life cycle, since the introductory stage is getting shorter and sometimes the growth stage doesn't last too long, companies must continually come up with new products. So utility of PLC, it act as a forecasting tool. It helps in preparing the marketing plan, keeping the competitor in mind. It monitors the availability of the product based on demand, and it helps in development of new product and improves the existing products. Now we can see in promotion and PLC, relationship between promotion and PLC. Introductory phase, informative advertisement in order to increase awareness should be used. In growth stage, persuasive advertisement in order to increase the brand loyalty should be used. And in maturity stage and decline stage, reminder advertising should be used. And price and promotion change to increase the life of product. Now the BCD metrics and the product life cycle. So development phase and introductory phase come into the question mark stage. Growth stage comes in the star phase. Maturity and saturation comes on cash cow phase, and decline phase comes at the dog phase. We can see the takeoff, shakeout, and saturation phases of product life cycle over here. Now this has been told earlier also. Now iPhone product life cycle. So the first stage was development. Steve Jobs announced iPhone at Macworld Convention on Jan 9, 2007. The introductory phase, the first iPhone was born as iPhone 2G in June 2007. It grew in the form of 3G and 3GS, which was not just a phone but a status symbol. Then the growth phase then evolved it into a beautiful 4 and 4S with more and more people falling in love with it. Then the maturity stage, now it is getting into another stage, young and aggressive. It was fight for love for its customer dominance in the market. Through its appearance, it does not change much, but it has become physically and mentally more strong and colorful. All we cannot say these are in decline stage, although it is in maturity stage. But how impact will it new forms will tell us when it will enter into the decline phase. So we can see the product life cycle of iPhone mobiles. Now the product life cycle of FMCG products, you can see here, like when the product enters the growth phase or maturity phase, how the brand extensions, brand variation, product variations is introduced. Like we can hear the example of Colgate is given, like Colgate tooth powder is in decline phase, and we can see different variations of Colgate like Sibaka, Ved Shakti, Colgate Max Fresh, Colgate Max Fresh Knockout, Optic White. Now the example of product life cycle of Lux. So Lux is a brand of Hindustan Unilever India Limited. It stands for promise of beauty and glamour. It has various different modified products in the market. So it was launched in India in 1929, and there was only one competitor of Lux, which was from its own brand Lifebuoy. And in initial stages, Lux was introduced in the major cities like Calcutta, Mumbai, and the marketing objective was to create product awareness and to attract the customers toward the product. And the advertising used at this particular stages were they were targeted at early adopters who were ready to buy the product, and the first ambassador was Leela Chitnis. And growth strategy, they expanded their market to other cities of India. The marketing objective was to expand the market to other cities of India and to maximize the market share. In the growth stage, the company has increased the advertising budget as in the initial stages because of attracting new customers and to retain the existing customers. And the brand ambassadors during this phase was Sharmila Tagore, Hema Malini, Zeenat Aman, Juhi Chawla, Madhuri Dixit, and Shridevi. Then in maturity stage, the company modified the product by adding some changes in the product like Lux Almond, Lux Orchid, Lux Fruit, Lux Saffron, Sandalwood, Rose, in Lux International, Lux Chocolate, and many more. In this stage, few competitors also enter into the market like Synthol, Fair, Glow, Santur, and the company has expanded their market to almost all cities of India. And the marketing objective was to maximize more profits while defending the market share and to expand the market in all cities of India. The advertising in this stage was the Lux advertising has been reduced to some extent because of more brand awareness in the mind of customers, and the brand ambassadors was Aishwarya Rai, Kareena Kapoor, Shah Rukh Khan has also been used. Promotional offers was like buy three get one free. So these were the film stars promoting the product life cycle of Lux. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.